Hello, everybody. Well, nobody really. Once again, I'm talking to myself, just recording this to see how it goes. Um, so first minute here is going to be me just kind of setting up so I can continue to monitor what goes on and just learn about this YouTube thing, since I am just barely getting started at it. And that may or may not be me that's that one viewer. If it isn't me, I guess I'm supposed to say, hey, put a 1 in the chat if you're out there. That's a reference to the guy who is in this post's thumbnail, and the reason why I'm recording this, because he is just annoying the ever-living crap out of me. And I just had to get it off my chest. That, and I'm in full procrastination mode. And there's literally a murder of crows sitting outside my window. So if you hear cawing, that would be them. But anyhow, so the gentleman in the thumbnail for this post, his name is Jose Maria de Castro. Chilito to his mom, at least when she's yelling at him, trying to stop him from threatening the neighbors or the neighbor. He is a quite prominent YouTuber, at least in certain circles, a self-declared constitutional scholar, more brilliant than any attorneys out there, according to his own statements. So yeah, the greatest scholar in the history of greatness and scholarliness, presumably. But I first came across him on the Law Talk with Mike channel, where he's making an ass of himself. A couple of different videos with making an ass of himself, and not at all seeming like much of a scholar, much of anything, other than just a troublemaker. He also claims to be a First Amendment activist, and a Fourth Amendment activist, and whatever amendment activist you want to throw in there, he claims to be it. And I guess yesterday he also declared that, or maybe day before yesterday, he was on being interviewed on a stream, and he declared himself the most powerful force in the universe. In context, he was making one of those sort of I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me kind of statements. That he has power within him, he has beliefs and such, but it just plays into this guy's arrogance and total self-absorption. I have only watched a few of his watched a few of his videos directly on his own channels. One of them is actually what prompted this little rant, which preempted me playing with this cheap jack single cup coffee maker that I purchased and showing how I was getting to make it produce cups of coffee that were actually drinkable. But maybe I'll do that tomorrow, maybe sometime in the future, who knows. But today, talking a little about Chilito, or Chili as he goes by to most of his friends and acquaintances. Anyhow, Chilito, Mr. De Castro, First Amendment activist that he is, freedom of speech promoter that he is, has taken to suing anyone that dares criticize him, or first threaten them, do takedown notices on their YouTube channels, write them mean emails, just generally being a jerk. And then he escalates up to suing people. And he went on for a couple of weeks about how he was going to destroy all these YouTube channels. And on the 21st, he made a clown of himself in court. And the primary targets of the suits right now, walked out completely victorious. He could probably refile, I don't know. But watching someone made a recording of this hearing, even though the judge said no recording, and I watched it again on Law Talk with Mike, but he got it from a channel that I believe is called Dummy Kruger. But Mr. DeCastro is not staying on topic. He is not staying focused on what the judge asked him about. And early in the proceedings, like, I think Chilito is like 3 sentences in, and the judge gives this eye roll. If he was all paying, I understand when you're presenting in court, your mental energy is focused on your presentation. But you should also kind of read the room, read the judge. And if he had been paying attention, that eye roll that the judge did would have told him, oh, I better change my tone and the trajectory of my presentation, or this is going to go very badly. It did go very badly. He also tried pulling a stunt in court, which was ridiculous, and that didn't go well over either. Anyhow, so maybe there's somebody else here supposed to say, hey, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Hey, YouTube land, put a 1 in the chat. Again, inside joke, I've been watching some of those videos. But anyhow, watching him, a video I think he recorded yesterday, or maybe it was today, one of the few I've actually watched directly on his channel, he stated that, if you support him and support his channel, you will get 1,000 views. And he held up a guy that I guess I don't know who was referencing, but it appeared to be someone commenting on someone who was commenting on Chilito's legal paperwork. Okay, well, that's great. I would like 1,000 views. I'm just starting this channel, and I'm not very good at it. It's all pretty ridiculous, pretty content free. But 1,000 views, oh my! All I have to do is support Jose Maria de Castro, DeleteLawz, and I will get 1,000 views. Wow! Yes, I support Chilito to the extent that he has a right to make an ass of himself on YouTube. He has a right to spout off about insane totalitarian ideas with people walking around recording everybody 24 hours a day in public, and then having them put on re-education buses and to be driven around and presumably mind washed. Again, I'm not entirely sure about that, but yeah, he's perfectly, that's his right. He's perfectly in his right to put out videos online, and I support him doing this. Talk about whatever he wants to. Also, perfectly in his right to show that he has an ego the size of the moon, and also is perfectly within his right to demonstrate that he may be suffering from some sort of mental illness. Not a psychologist, not trying to put him down or anything, but just watching his videos secondhand through other people, going back and watching a little bit of them on his channel to make sure that they weren't edited and taken out of context, like I did with his quote about he's the most powerful force in the universe. He comes across as a malignant narcissist, and a malignant narcissist that has run into the fact that he's never going to receive the worship and adoration from the world that he believes he is due, and therefore he's lashing out. And he's lashing out at critics, and he's trying to deny those critics the very rights that he wants to exercise for himself and that he claims to be fighting for. So I don't support him trying to silence other people going on YouTube and criticizing him. But I do support his right to put out his channel, to put out his wacky schemes and try to make a living. So, yes, I support DeleteLawz and Chilito. Please, my 1,000 views, I would love to have them. And just in case you're finding this and you're going, what is this moron going on about? Who is this DeCastro guy? Never heard of him. Well, I put some links below this video, so you can go take a look, watch his videos, watch him in which I think was his premiere or greatest claimed acting fame, because if I'm understanding his history correctly, he started out wanting to be a model or an actor or maybe both. Didn't pull that off. Then he became a tech entrepreneur or just a serial entrepreneur. He talks about this a lot himself, where he came up with products and he raised funds to create them, and the ventures failed. As you know, most businesses fail, most ventures fail. You can't really hold that against a guy that his businesses fail. And he had some sort of TikTok thing he was doing. Maybe that's how he was acting. I don't really know. But he had a clash with people on TikTok. Probably the same kind of clash he's having with people on YouTube now. He probably got criticized and started trying to throw his weight around and threaten people, and bang, there you go. And now on YouTube, he's hawking something called the indestructible trifold, which I guess is supposed to get you out of traffic stops if you memorize it and quote it to cops and just generally behave like one of those sovereign citizen types, if I'm understanding it correctly. And then he has some sort of big wall poster that's a timeline of civil rights versus incarcerations or something. I've watched him talk about this on, again, the video from which that quote was taken. Like I said, he's on another fellow's channel, and I think I came upon that off of Blue Bacon's channel. Yeah, that's where I saw him talking about this. And one reason why I'm pointing you, if you're curious about Mr. DeCastro, and I say go to his channel, look at his own videos. His stuff is so rambling that it probably makes me look focused on occasion. And he spends a lot of time uttering catchphrases for no apparent reason. A lot of time telling his mods to block the trolls. Yeah, just get rid of those trolls. Oh yeah, you're a troll. Then he waves his finger, as presumably he's blocking them himself. I don't know what the hell he's doing in that case. But when people are running his videos on their channels and commenting, they tend to speed them up. So they're running at 1.5 or even 2, making him sound absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, it kind of ends up matching the content of which he is speaking. But it's a little bit unfair because he looks like a bigger clown than he really is. So go to his channel, check out a few of his videos if you are curious. Check out the Super Necessary Human channel. It's actually kind of fun. There's some weird stuff on there, which I assume are outtakes, but it's amusing. So yeah, this is me supporting Jose Maria Chilito de Castro, hoping for my 1,000 views. And so yeah, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. What's up in YouTube land? What other catchphrases can I put out there that will show my support? Oh yes, what's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? How are we doing, Playboy? What's up? What's up? Anyhow, I'm just, this is being done mostly because, again, I'm pissed off at him filing basically slap suits against people, claiming to be a civil libertarian while trying to take away other people's constitutional rights. Oh yeah, I guess I should be doing this too if I'm supporting Chile, and waving my fingers at the camera randomly. See, there's 3 fingers. Yep. And yeah, I would like my 1,000 views though, despite the fact that, I have to be perfectly honest, what I've seen of the guy, I can't stand. But I do support his right to be an ass, on YouTube or TikTok or Twitter or his own website, wherever he wants to be an ass. Has the right to be an ass. But he should recognize that other people have a right to call him on it when he's being an ass. Like, for example, he went on a little bit of talk on that video I watched on his channel, went on a little bit of talk about copyright. And I think he was conflating trademarks, copyrights somewhat. But a lot of people do who don't have real knowledge of either trademark law or copyright law. They can't tell the difference. But he was kind of showing that he knows about as much about copyrights and trademarks as he knows about the Constitution. So I hope he's actually talking to a copyright attorney, and that copyright attorney is actually someone who is good and, you know, not good in the sense that he serves his clients more than his paycheck. Although, given the stuff that I've seen him say about lawyers in general, such as lawyers are the lowest scum, they are the worst people on the planet, phrases along that, he probably isn't getting an attorney. Hopefully he's reading a book. I mean, not just going on, the Google machine and pulling up whatever stuff he finds, but actually getting some real information. Because, again, it was fairly brief, but what he said didn't really indicate that he knew what he was doing, and that he might just be wasting thousands of dollars if he was trying to stop what he sounded like he's trying to stop, which is people daring to comment on his content or use snippets of his videos. No. U.S. copyright will not protect you from that, Mr. DeCastro. Anyhow, I support your right to talk. I just wish you would support the rights of others to do the same. And with that, that's another rambling YouTube video. Me talking to myself, essentially, but just had to get this one off my chest. But I'll say it again. Go watch Mr. DeCastro's videos on the DeleteLawz channel. Make up your own mind about him and what he has to say. And please, everybody, also, give me my 1,000 views. I really, really would like that. And some subscribers too would be nice. On that note, I'm out of here. Repeated myself 3 times now, but again, I'm supporting Chilito of Castro with this video, so it's important that I repeat myself over and over. It's critical that I repeat myself over and over, because I need to repeat myself over and over. You guys all have a good one. And if you're seeing this in the future sometime, I hope you're having a great day. And I'll be back with something tomorrow, and probably every day at some point until I get bored with this. Nope, there's my hand. Because I keep forgetting that I click end and then it runs for a couple of seconds.